What is up? I like scary. We're back with another Terrifier 4 video. Before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So I've been thinking about something that's very interesting lately that I don't see too many people actually bring up when it comes to the ending of Terrifier 3. Now we see how it ends with Sienna and Art the Clown, where she dang near kills Art the Clown. She literally almost kills Art the Clown with this sword. Usually when Art the Clown, has a victim in his face, he approaches them, he ends up taking them out. We all know how it is with Art the Clown, but for some reason in this situation he ends up leaving. It almost seems like that he left because he knew he didn't have any help, or he knew that Sienna found out the formula to take him out, so obviously he left out of the area. Remember, Sienna takes out Victoria, the pits of hell open, and yeah, he ends up going to this bus stop. So it almost seems that Art the Clown, was afraid, and we've not known Art to be afraid. So he's on this bus, he's in this neighborhood, it's snowing, and he has his bag, basically almost like he's packing his bags and he's leaving Mouse County. But one thing I want to ask you all, have you ever thought about where is Art the Clown going on this bus? Obviously this is a huge scene that connects to Terrifier 4 in my opinion, because this is the last time we've seen Art the Clown. And he was on a bus. Remember, he was looking lifeless, he has the horn, and we also see Phil Falcone driving the bus. He's singing a Christmas song, and we see this woman reading this book that's very interesting. It says The Ninth Circle. If anyone's been following the Terrifier franchise for a long time, and like All Hallows Eve and just Damien's work in general, you know that The Ninth Circle is one of his older projects. So she's reading this book, and when she's reading this book, she's just looking disgusted and everything. Art the Clown has his eyes closed, he looks lifeless, and then Phil Falcone kind of questions the woman about the book, and he's like, what you're reading, it's a horror and stuff like that. Now we know that The Ninth Circle, without Damien being attached to it, means the worst part of hell. It's like the worst area, it's like the worst layer of hell, the Ninth Circle. So that kind of gave me the vibes that was Damien telling us that that's where it's going to end, the Ninth Circle, or at least that's where Art the Clown is headed to. So one thing I noticed about this bus, it seemed a little dreamy, just off the fact there was no one else on this bus in this area. It was just this woman. It was no one else. Like, you couldn't even see a thing on a bus but these people, that being Art the Clown, this woman, and Phil Falcone. It was dark. So it's almost like, was this a thing where this woman was a demon or something? Is she someone that's involved with the whole thing that's going on with Art the Clown, or is she just genuinely an innocent woman reading his book? You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel that that woman is a part of wherever Art the Clown is headed, possibly, or something. Just the fact that she's reading The Ninth Circle, and Phil Falcone and her are talking, and Art's on this bus. I feel like this bus, for some reason, it doesn't just feel like a simple bus ride. It feels like it has like a supernatural element to it. When I just watched it again recently, it feels like Art the Clown is headed to hell. I think this bus ride is the demons or whoever is behind Art the Clown, and just this entity taking him back to safety. I think they're literally picking him up and dropping him back off in hell, where he's going to find his new host, being either Jonathan or the Pale Girl is returning. But a part of me feels that Jonathan's going to be involved somehow, some way on a supernatural side, even if he's becoming this new character called Blaster Man that we've been hearing about. So either way, I feel that Art the Clown gained a new host, because he went from being weary and lifeless, and he's just like, hurting, and then he wakes up with this horn out of nowhere, eyes super wide, and he hunks the horn, and the movie ends. Almost like it's telling us like, hey, I have my host, I'm back. But I don't know, maybe I'm digging a little too deep, but something with this bus ride feels like Damien was trying to tell us something about Terrifier 4, because it wasn't just a regular bus ride. You know what I'm saying? Since when it's just one? I mean, don't get me wrong, maybe it was just a late night. It was like the last bus in Mouse County or something. The woman was getting off of work. I don't know. But I feel like this woman right here, she's definitely going to play a part in Terrifier 4 some way, somehow. I wouldn't be surprised if it is something that is really happen, like it's a bus ride, it's a late night bus ride, and she's getting off work. It would be crazy if Damien opened up the movie with a brutal kill, with Art killing a woman on a bus and Phil, just him wiping the bus and Art the Clown's driving the bus. You know what I'm saying? Kind of feeling Nightmare on Elm Street-ish. But that's just me thinking about it. Something just tells me, honestly, that this bus ride is on its way to hell, or somehow it's like to a lair or something for Art the Clown, because we know that he does go dormant at points in times through this franchise. So it's just something that's very interesting with it, and I feel that that was a lot of clarification for me, at least, when his eyes is closed on a bus and then he wakes up and his eyes are open, he honks the horn. I think he has a new host. Who's the new host? It's kind of hard to tell. I don't think it's Gabby. I heard a lot of people in my comments say they think it could be Gabby, but I don't think it'll be Gabby for reasons that we already had a younger female her age, like the pale girl, and I feel like Gabby is going to be like that Sienna type of character where she's going to, you know, be throughout the story and things like that. I just honestly think that that's where this story is going to go. It's going to be surrounding itself around Gabby and Sienna. I think Sienna could potentially catch that same bus. That would be crazy if we find out the only way to get to hell is through this weird bus ride that actually comes through Miles County at a certain time at night or something. That's where I think that this could potentially be going, because we heard that Damien said he's trying to take a risky take and turn on Terrifier 4. That can be risky. That can open up the supernatural door if the only way to get to hell if you take this bus ride. You got to catch it at a certain time, and that's why Art the Clown catches it. Maybe the woman actually catches the bus on accident. You know, this is just me speculating, having fun with it. Could you imagine that, where in Terrifier 4, where we see the climax happen, we see Sienna actually gets on this bus with the sword, the angel costume, and it's like the same exact bus, feels the same driver. I think that will blow me away. That will absolutely blow me away. And on the way to hell, they're going through like these dark tunnels. You're hearing people screaming. It's getting hotter and hotter. It's burning. People smacking the windows. That will be crazy. I'm not going to lie. Something in my heart tells me that Damien is going that route, but I could be wrong. This is just me having fun as a diehard Terrifier fan and just me digging a little deep. And I will be rewatching Terrifier 3. I just rewatched the bus scene recently just to make sure I wasn't tripping, but I'm gonna rewatch the whole film just to kind of pick away bits and pieces, and might do like a Christmas special deep dive or something. But yes, this right here, just seeing this bus scene and seeing the woman, something tells me that the woman is not just a citizen of Miles County. I think that she's definitely somehow involved or something, and who knows, maybe Art honking that horn, it somehow changes her mindset, because you got to think she's looking at Art the Clown in fear when he has the horn across from her in the bus seat. Maybe once he honks the horn, it makes her the new host. Maybe that woman is the new host. That would be crazy. Like, I'm just thinking deep about it. Something that is big with this bus scene. It's not just an ending to a movie. I think it's like the bridge to Terrifier 4, at least giving us a hint. Because it could simply be that she can be the new host, this woman on the bus with the hat, you know, and that's why she's reading the ninth circle and everything's kind of showing us that she's about to go to hell, be the new Victoria or the new pale girl, just a new host in general. So I think that can be something too. When he honks the horn, it makes her start to become the new host slowly. Or I don't know, I just think it's something with this bus ride. I definitely think it's not just a genuine bus ride that Art gets on. But let me know in the comments, how do you all feel? Am I digging a little too deep, or does this theory sounds like something that could happen in Terrifier 4? Let me know that in the comments. What do you all think about this crazy Terrifier 4 video? With that being said, I want y'all to hit me up on all my social medias at ILIKESCARY. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on all them noti bells. I want you to watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.